Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Saturday check-in. It is December 27th, 2025, and isn't it an interesting time to be alive? If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday, and make sure that you follow me on all the different social medias, and especially TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays, little 10-minute segment that I do over there. And yeah, check out the book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. And yeah, let's get into it. So, we all have survived the holiday season. I don't know if Kwanzaa is still going on or when Hanukkah ended, but I'm assuming that the seasons, the holiday greetings, whatever, has finished for you. And if it hasn't, well, holiday greetings and so on. But I am now officially over Christmas and everything. That last little bit of depression that decided that it wanted to rear its ugly head right before Christmas really fucking sucked, but I made it through it, and I'm doing a lot better now. There's some aspects of that I'm just gonna have to sit with for a while, and just one of those like out of sight, out of mind type situations. And yeah, so I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and that you are, holiday season, and that you were able to spend time with loved ones with very little to no like drama. And it was really good for me. Got to spend the day with my loved ones, and only got a moment to speak to my mom because she was getting into the shower to go over to my aunt and meet up with my cousins and all that other stuff and have their big holiday hoopla. And then I talked to my other aunt back in Chicago and was able to just touch bases with her and wish her Merry Christmas and all that other fun stuff. This year, I feel good about the gifts that I gave. I gave my sister a Steve Madden hat, scarf, glove kit. It was like all in one. It was normally $150 or $160, and I got it on clearance, brand new, nothing wrong with it. Like the box, everything was in pristine condition for $25. I was like, Toya. I did everything very thrifty and frugal. And, God bless Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, because that's where my entire I would say 98% of my Christmas shopping came from those those stores. So, I got my sister's boyfriend a set of beanies that were name brand. He's not a big name brand person, but I was just like, you know what? Try a little name brand here. Got his dad the same thing, and his dad is like a candy holic. Okay, he loves chocolate, he loves candy, he loves whatever. Man's 86 or 87, and I don't think he's ever touched a vegetable in his life. He runs on Pepsi and chocolate. Pepsi, chocolate, and meat. Like, that's it. So I got him his own little stash of Reese's peanut butter cups. And I got my niece books. She said that she wanted thrifted books and like the classics and things like that. So I put her together this big stack of books, and I originally wanted to do the whole like Hemingway bookstrap thing. First of all, if you're a maker of those, fuck you for charging so much. Like, it's literally two or three pieces of leather with some hardware. It does not need to be $40 to $75. Like, come on, people. Then I thought, well, I would just go all Huckleberry Finn style and just take a leather belt and wrap it around the books. Well, that only works if all the books are the same size, and well, they're not. So I ended up just taking some ribbon and layering the books from largest to smallest, and then tying it together and putting a little bow on it and sticking it inside of an Amazon box. And then I got her this really cute little handmade bookmark with her first initial on it. So, anyways, yeah, everything went off without a hitch, and I'm happy about it. And I got some really nice things also. I got a really beautiful sweater. Like, this thing is gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous. Like, look at this. It's a cable knit sweater, which I've been wanting for a while, and it's super huge. You know what? It's a 7X, and so it's like big and comfy and just like, oh, so nice and warm, and just, I love this blue color. And I think my sister ordered me one in black also, so I'm excited to see that when that gets here. But isn't that beautiful? So when I was younger, fuck clothes, okay? I was like, oh, fuck this shit. Now that I'm older, I'm respectful of the clothes. We love the clothes. And being a chunky guy, clothes are a damn good thing. Let's see. I've also got to work on a computer for my sister's boyfriend. So I got that for Christmas. I'm like, oh, yay. You're giving me work. He's got a one of these old Mac Minis. And I'm thinking very seriously about just keeping this one and giving him mine, because I have the same exact brand. Well, the same exact one, actually. Like, here's mine. And it's already formatted with the latest system updates and all that other stuff. And just so I don't have to work on it. But yeah, it gives me something to do. Anyways, I just don't have it hooked up yet because, well, I don't have a lot of space in my little office area right here to set up a whole nother computer. But my niece got me this, the Tao Te Ching, and it is the Art of Harmony, and it's a newly illustrated edition of the Chinese philosophical masterpiece, and translated by Chad Hansen. Now, the Tao Te Ching is basically my Bible. Anytime that I need any kind of inspiration or whatever, I automatically go to the Tao Te Ching. I was introduced to it in 2000. Yeah, 2000. When I started going to college, it was required reading for my English 100 and my and so ever since, it has been my go-to book. I have read this book cover to cover multiple times, and based on the number of pages there are, I'm assuming this is the complete work of the Tao Te Ching. So I don't know, but I have yet to open it, and I I'm really looking forward to it. I actually want to get a book cover so that it protects it. What else did I get? So my sister has this tradition that every year she gives me the same exact thing. And she always gets me shower gel kits, like these shower kits or whatever. And they're always Axe, and they're always like just random smells. And I told my niece, I was like, listen, if your mom's going to get me, I know your mom's going to get me a body wash thing, you know, try to see if you can find it in the dark vanilla, because that's the fragrance that I'm wearing right now. I don't think I've ever tried the Apollo. I might have, but I have literally 7 of these in various shade or like various degrees of use. A lot of times what I do is I just take them out and I use the body wash or the deodorant. So, but it's her little traditional gift to me. So I know every year I'm going to get one of these. A few years ago, I did dignity bags for the homeless, and I took my stockpile of them and I divided, like I got a whole bunch of little pill bottles in little containers, like to-go containers, and I made up a whole bunch of little bottles that I put into the dignity bags to pass out to the homeless people in my area. And so it was just one of those ways to like kind of keep passing the buck and having just, yeah. And then got a little Christmas card that had some money in it. You know, money fits all sizes. I appreciate that. So these next gifts are 100% a joke. So my absolute favorite fragrance is Really Ribbed Abs by Bod. This whole thing is like $6. Smells so good. But I was with my niece when she got me all of these next things that I'm going to be showing you. So, got my Bod. Absolutely love this. That is like my number one go-to fragrance ever since it first came out in like the 90s. I've worn the shit out of that. I don't care for any of the other fragrances. Really Ribbed Abs, my fragrance. So she knows that I've been having a lot of dental issues and things like that, and she swears by this mouthwash. So she got me some TheraBreath mouthwash. So I'm actually kind of really excited to try this out. And also I have a dental appointment on Monday, so it's going to be a really good time to try that out. The other thing that she got me was Native Holiday Gumdrop. Now, if you remember like several videos, well, more than several videos, but a couple of videos ago, probably about this time last year or the year before that, Native came out with a scent called Jelly Bean. And Dylan, I can never say her last name, Dylan Malavi. Anyways, she is a transgender activist, and she was doing her whole spiel of 365 days of girlhood, taking us through her transformation from male to female, and just a beautiful, inspiring, well-spoken, very educated woman. She was talking about it on her channel, and there were all these horrible negative comments like, oh, fuck you, you stupid, blah, 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 whatever, transphobic slur, racial slur, like homophobic slur or whatever. I was like, not today. I have some money, so I've never even heard of Native. I'm going to go try it out. Fell in fucking love with Native products at that point. And Anyways, all of that to say, they have discontinued the candy shop line, and I loved Gummy Bear. I think I said Jelly Bean, but I meant Gummy Bear. So, anyways, we were walking along and we saw this one, and she's all, smell this. And y'all, it is Gummy Bear. If you liked the Gummy Bear brand, you're going to like the Holiday Gumdrop. It's a little bit sweeter than what Gummy Bear is, but basically freaking Gummy Bear. And I want to buy 40 more of these just so that I have them on hand. I know the guys in the locker room probably hate the fact that I'm making it smell all frou-frou in there. I don't fucking care. I love this shit. And what else? So she knows that I do face masks and stuff like that. So she got me this Japanese peach face mask. And oh, I'm so looking forward to I'm actually probably going to do that tonight. I have like a whole nightly routine kit that I've kind of gotten out of the habit of using, but like it's got all this hydrochloric. Oh my god, it's got all this acid face wash and all kinds of stuff. And it's got snail serum in there. Yes, I said snail serum. It's a facial serum made from snail mucus. Amazing stuff. Don't knock it. Girlies who watch this, you understand what I'm talking about. What else do I got going on here? So, in the continuance of our little ha ha ha, I was telling her that I needed to get myself a new shower puff because the one that I use to go to the pool with is starting to fall apart. And so we found this one. She's like, "Do you like this one?" I'm like, "Yeah, actually, this is a little bit more like solidly constructed than the one that I got before." And she's like, throw it in the car. She's all, you didn't see that. Like, okay. Like, we moved into Walmart. I swear to God, guys, we were there probably 4.5, 5 hours just walking around, laughing, giggling. The other thing that she got me was a knockoff version of Aqua de Jo. I am a fragrance whore. I love cologne and perfume and things like that. And Aqua de Jo is one of my favorites. And this is the knockoff brand, and it smells just the same. The node might be a little higher than the actual Aqua de Jo, but for untrained noses or people who don't know what Aqua de Jo smells like, it's like right there on the money. And so she was looking at this really expensive cologne, and I was like, well, if you were getting that for a gift for someone, I think that the knockoff Aqua de Jo or the Calvin Klein CK1 would be your better option. Out of the two, I think that Aqua de Jo would probably be the best. And then I told her the whole story about how I became obsessed with Aqua de Jo, and her dad, who we got along like oil and water, but her dad, he got a really big, expensive bottle of Aqua de Jo given to him for Christmas one year, and he hated it. And he's like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's freaking Giorgio Armani's Aqua de Jo. Of course I want that." So that's how I became like obsessed and loving the fragrance. So it's going right here with all of the rest of my fragrances that I have. Like, I have a knockoff version of Victoria Love Spell called Love Struck. This is from the Dollar Tree, $1.25. Smells just like Love Spell. Absolutely love it. And that's the thing about me too, is if I like a fragrance, I don't care if it's male or female, I'm wearing it. If it's perfume, don't care. Then I also have this Power Stick body and hair mist, and it's Brazilian from the Dollar Tree. Like, when I tell you I have a whole box of just different fragrances right here, because this is where I usually brush my hair and get ready to head to the pool in the morning. And then last but not least, this was another one of those ha-has. I told her that I liked Kraken Guard deodorant, so she got me Kraken Guard deodorant, and she's like, yeah. But honestly, the 2-pack made more sense than buying one. One was like $5.47 or some Walmart fraction, and the 2 was $6.42 or some shit like that. I'm like, get the 2-pack, or tell Santa to get the 2-pack. So, yeah, I got some fragrant stuff, and then got another pair of pants. I'm hoping that these fit. I have lost a little bit of weight, but yeah, I love these like kind of lounge pants. I wear them everywhere. So yeah, and then my niece gave me a bottle of this Japson's Malort, and this is a very perfumey, pungent alcohol that they are obsessed with back east, and more specifically in the Chicago area. It, if you've never had it, it's hard to explain, but it's kind of like drinking a bottle of perfume, and it has this intense bouquet, and it's very juniper and very citrus, and just really like assaulting of your whole senses. But after like a couple of minutes, I was just like, okay, I can get behind this, whatever. So, yeah, so she had a whole little box of these, and she gave me one, and I was like, okay, cool. So that was my little Christmas hoopla from my loved ones. And then my friend from the pool, she gave me an amazing Christmas selection. She gave me a heated blanket, and she gave me a t-shirt and some pants, and a little box of chocolate, and just a lot of really cute items that like made me feel so special. So that was really awesome. And I bought myself a Christmas present. I've actually bought myself, this is actually a Christmas present to myself. And one of the viewers who is watching this right now, they're going to really appreciate this, because we talked about this the other day in a text message. And I got myself Soul Reaver. It's Soul Reaver 1 and 2. It's Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. And this is one of those games that I have followed from the original PlayStation. So it went from PlayStation 1 to Xbox, from Xbox to GameCube, GameCube to PlayStation 2, PlayStation 2 back to Xbox. I think is how it stayed on PlayStation 2 after the Xbox. But it's the only title that I've ever followed that I was really dorky into gaming hardcore with. So when I saw that this came out, it was originally $39.99, and over Christmas it dropped down to less than $20, and I was like, snag. So I got myself a new game to play. The game that I really want, I am having a hard time pulling the trigger on. I really want Super Mario Wonder, but it just might be one of those things that I have to get myself at a later time and date. I've been watching it, and the lowest that I have been able to find it is $30, and I don't want the digital version of it. I want the physical copy. If I got the digital version, I'm not going to be opposed to it. I would just prefer the physical copy, because when my internet goes down, like it did the other day, my power went out, and so I had to like find a game that was not online that I could play on my Switch. Having the physical copy means that I can play the game. So yeah, so I'm really excited about like devoting the next 12 decades of my life to playing this. And it was one of those games that I never finished because it was just so difficult for me back in the day. But if nothing else, it's going to look good with the rest of my collection. And I also may be getting myself a Nintendo Switch too, because there's a lot of games and stuff that are coming out that I want. And one of the things that they're coming out with is the Virtual Boy. I had the original Virtual Boy back in like the 90s when it first came out, and somebody stole it from me, and I want another Virtual Boy so fucking bad. But I just can't find them on. I mean, I find them all day long on eBay, and but they're like $300 and $400, $500, $600. I've seen them as much as almost $1,300, and eventually I'm going to get one. It's just that's not an expense that I can come up with right this minute. Not that I can come up with the expense for the Switch 2, but eventually I do plan on, and I do see me getting a Switch 2. But the Virtual Boy will work with the Nintendo Switch and the Switch 2. So the difference with it is instead of the visor playing all of the games, you have to actually insert your Switch into it, and then it acts like a dock, and then you play the game through there with your controllers and all that other stuff. It's $99 right now for the visor, and $25 if you want the cardboard visor. And I'm like, I don't want the fucking cardboard visor. If I'm gonna get it, I want the actual like visor that makes it look like a Nintendo Switch. And I've seen all day long on Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that where you can find just the tablet version of a Switch for like $30-$40. And I can get myself another pair of Joy-Cons and just have that as a dedicated Virtual Boy system until I'm able to get another Virtual Boy. So, yeah. And the last thing that I received as a gift was Starbucks gift card. So, my sister gave me a $15 gift card, and my niece gave me a $5 gift card. So, with the money that I already had on my Starbucks account, I had just over $20, and I went and did a little bit of grocery shopping with my niece today. That's why the video is so late in coming. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself to a Starbucks. So I got myself a Venti Mocha Cookie Crumble Frappuccino. And yeah, super, super yummy. It's basically like a blended up brownie. Oh, and I forgot about this last one. So I have a lot of witchy friends, and one of my witchy friends gave me a protection bottle with good intentions, and it's for protection, blessing, financial peace, holistic healing, and good welfare. And she created this and put all of her good little intentions in there and bottled it up and gave it to me. And I was just like, oh my God, thank you so much. People who do stuff like this, even if it's not within my realm of spirituality, I still appreciate it because they believed in it. And if I believe that they believe that this is going to bring me health, prosperity, happiness, clarity of thought, whatever else, I'm going to use it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to display it. I'm going to do whatever I need to do with it to bring all of that about. But, just what a beautiful, simple, thoughtful gift. It would be like somebody giving me a rosary or a cross or something like that. Even though I'm not Christian or Catholic, the fact that they created that or gave that to me with the thought behind it that it would do those things for me, I'm still going to take it in and accept it and treat it with respect and love and compassion, because if nothing else, it came from their heart with those intentions behind it. And who am I to say if it does or doesn't work? In this day and age, I am willing to try anything that people give, and especially that is given from the heart like that. So, anyways, guys, this is the last Hello Cupcake for 2025. And so we're running kind of late on this, going into 31 minutes, almost 32 minutes now. But I just want to say thank you so very much for following along with me. And actually, you know what? This isn't it. The 30th is a Wednesday, so the Wednesday check-in will be the last one. But I will still say, what I was going to say, and then I'll see you on Wednesday for that one. But thank you so much for being part of my life and being part of my viewership. I really do appreciate it. Even if you don't comment on my stuff, just seeing the numbers go up in my analytics section really does help me out a lot. And, if there's things that you want me to address, please let me know. Shoot me an email, send me a message, comment down below what it is that you want to know or what it is that you want me to cover, and I will cover that topic for you. But anyways, for now, I am going to let you guys go. Have a wonderful rest of your holiday, and I will talk to you next Wednesday. Remember, you're doing the best you can with what you have available to you. And in a world full of Karens, be somebody who cares in the world. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract to the population. And I will talk to you all next time. Bye, guys.